I'm A. Srivani, APCSE Mahindra College of Engineering. Today we are going to see about Python programming and problem solving. That is, what are we are going to see means overview of an Python is history, running out Python input and output, data types, input files, control flow, functions, and working with the MySQL. So next, brief history of Python. It is invented by Van Rossum in early 90s. He is an Netherlands person and it is named after Monty Python. It is an open sourced from the beginning, considered as a scripting language, but it is much more than that. So the main thing is it is scalable, object oriented, functional from the beginning, and it is basically beginning used by the Google. So it is increasingly popular because it is an open source. The more number of people preferred only the open source language nowadays. So overview of an Python is it is composed of modules. Modules contains the statements and statement contains the expressions. So expressions create the process and objects. So next, the main thing, the Python is an interpreter and interactive mode language. So interpreter language means it provides an interactive environment to play with the language. The result of an expressions are printed on the screen. For example, if you give the input 4 plus 7, it will give the output. So whatever you want to give means in output screen we will give. This is an interpreter mode. To understand the code, we have some main thing: indentations, assignments of variables and numbers and logical operators. So indentation is the important thing in which they are block structures indicate the indentation, that is beginning of the program. That is the graph means that is the indentation. Next, assignment, that is variable creates variable. If you are going to write a program means initial thing in Python programming is variables. The variable types don't need to be declared. Python figures out the variable types on its own. Assignment is an equal or equal. So if you're going for expecting the numbers means we can use the special of string concatenation as an plus and string formatting as the percentage symbol as in C's printf. Logical operators means and or not. So these are the some things in the Python programming we use. So for indentation is the important thing. If you are wrong in the indentation, that is initial spacing of an, that is an indentation. Next, white spaces. So white spaces is a meaningful in Python because it is especially the indentation and placement of the new line. Next one, the new line to end line of the code, that is slash, we must go to the next line prematurely. No braces are used in the white spaces. Like see, we are using the flower braces for the block of codes. In Python programming, we can't use the flower braces. That is no braces. So that is in first line with the less indentation, it's outside of the block. And second, that is next one is more indentation start in nested blocks. So here we didn't use the semicolons, we use only the colons. The colon of a new block in many construct, examples, function definitions, and then clauses. So the colon for in C and Python, there is a difference in the looping. That is in C looping, we can't use the termination of the program with the semicolon or colon, but in Python we are terminate with the colon. If for like while for looping we use colon in the Python programming. Next one, naming rules. So naming rules, initially names are sensitive. We can't use reserved words as in the naming rule like a C programming. Next one is naming conventions. So there are some things in recommended for the naming convention. We use underscore lower for the function, underscore lower or all underscore caps for the constants, and steadily caps for the classes. Attributes are used with the interfaces or underscore internal or private. Okay, so next we go for print statement. So print statement already we know it's an output statement. So generally we can't use in C we use the brackets, that is print statement. Within the statement we what we are going to display that are included with the double quotes with the parenthesis, but here we just print tag the word print with the single quotes. So in screen you can see that. So comma at the end of the statement will not print a new line characters. Okay. So next, elements separated by the commas print with the space between them. Next, documentation. So documentation is the starts with the line of hash symbol. So in screen you see this will print. So next line it will print the this will print. So has this will not. Okay. So next one is variables. So variables are not declared, just assigned. The variable is created the first time you assign it. So it is a reference to the object. Time information is with the object, not the reference. Okay. So everything in Python is an object. Next one, variable is the important thing in your program. Okay, so object means everything including the function, classes and properties is objects and not of the variables. Next one, integers. So integers in numbering we already know integers, that is it's a one type of data type, that is integers, float, long integers. These are all some type of data types we used. Okay, so in strings, string is used for your characters. So string literal means strings are immutable. So immutable means once we declared, that is we are creating once, it cannot be changed, that is the immutable. Okay, there is no character type like in C++ or Java. So plus is overloaded to do concatenations. So in screen we see x is equal to hello string, x is equal to x plus there. So in output we get hello there. So string means it is an we can get it from the output screen, but we can't change anything in the screens. Thank you.